injured, but we felt like we did some really good things on defense, and we did some really good things on offense too as well, just not as consistent.
Tevin, did y'all think it was even more important today than usual to get a pass rush on the quarterback just because he's young, inexperienced?
I think so. We thought part of their game plan was going to be to kind of match protect and protect them a lot and try and establish a run game. I think once we stopped the run early, they had to get to their pass, and for the most part, I thought our pass rush was pretty good. So I thought, yeah, it was pretty important.
Yeah, they've been relying on Six, that Nolly kid here recently, to run downhill a bunch, and y'all took that away early right off the bat. Was that the main focus?
I think so. That was the focus our coaches pushed all week, is they're going to try and come in here and establish a run game early. They kind of got away from their traditional offense at first, and so we game planned around that all week. So
going into the game, Tevin, obviously 2 years ago, last time you all lost was to them. Kind of talk about how if that when that happens against your opponent you're going up against, you kind of throw everything out the window. It's a new game. Stuff that happened in the past doesn't matter. Just kind of name of the school in Linfield.
I think it's important to just look forward and not let the past get down on us. That was a big thing. I think we learned a lot from that game 2 years ago, and so just knowing that feeling, that it just wasn't a great feeling, we didn't want to really experience that again. So we wanted to come out and hit on all cylinders early.
TJ, how good was it to see Carl getting such a rhythm early, both throwing and running the football?
It's always good. Whenever he's clicking, he's our leader on offense, and whenever he's going, we're all going.
People have to know about you as you keep having big games. Last week was big. This week, 6 for 110 through 3 quarters. How do you keep having these games? They got a game plan for you.
I just trust our coaches. Our coaches put us in the right game plan, and whenever they call my number, I just have to make that big play.
TJ, how do you help Carl when he's maybe struggling just a little bit and look like he's maybe pressing a little bit, and you played every position just about? How do you help him out? Do you get in his ear a little bit?
Yeah, we room together, so I talked to him the night before, and I just tell him that playing that big quarterback position it's just about being a good dealer. You just got to go out there whenever the coach calls a play. You got to read it out and just deliver the ball. Give the guys that they can make the plays, just make the plays. And whenever he's down, I stay in his ear. I let him know that hey, that play's over with. It's time to move on, keep going.
How close do you think he is to being where he needs to be, to take you guys where you want to
go? I think he's really close. He's still young, but he's learning every week. He's getting a lot better. His practice is showing.
The offense seemed to be, at least early on, played a little more close to the vest for y'all a little bit. Was that the situation, or was that the game plan going in?
Well, it was the game plan going in. Now, you take Linfield is really good on defense, and our guys really, and again, they sometimes go from 5 in the box to 6. It's the same deal. Is that we try to take what they give us, and I thought we did a nice job of that. And Carl running today was really exciting for me to see that and to open that up. And I just think that in the second half, we were struggling around. I felt like that we came out a little flat in the third quarter. But they had 4 yards of offense, or 42 yards of offense. So they did a nice job of regrouping and moving the ball some.
And those were design draws that he was running on, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
That stat comes back to defensive consistency. There in the third quarter, Linfield actually in the red zone with a shot to score. To see your defense come up with that turnover in a tight situation, does that build confidence?
Yeah, absolutely, it builds confidence. Plus, it gives the whole team, anytime the defense does things like that, I think it gives the team a great deal of confidence that we can win the ball game. And and consequently, I think Coach Lee calling the offense really kind of slows down and has a little less tempo.
Coach, what was your message to the team at the half?
Let's go win this thing. Let's be 1 of 8, and let's just go take care of business. And the thing I really wanted us to do is to go out and play really hard and on all cylinders. I don't think that we did that in the third quarter. I don't think that we did what we wanted to do. I do think that getting Haston hurt and hurt the defensive line some. But he's such a big force in there.
What is the feeling like as you get closer and closer to that ultimate goal to where you guys want to be right now?
It's a great field, but then also with it, you know, we just have to continue to strive to get better. And, you know, the thing that's, thing that is you always want to still have that same desire, that same drive, that same you want to continue to play. And, you know, that's the thing, that's the fine line coaches walk, because you got to work on improving things, but you don't want to beat them down. You know, you want to make sure that we're fresh for the next one, because we've been doing this for a while now. So, you know, it's a long season, but these guys want to continue to play.
Because you're the defending national champion, the #1 ranked team, is more pressure on you this year. When you win these games, is it more of a relief than anything else? Or does it feel differently than it did in years past when you won a second round game?
I mean, we just take every game just one step at a time. It doesn't really matter what our rank is, who we're playing. We have to focus in that week and just get it done.
Haston was some sort of right leg injury, and is there any?
Yeah, they don't think that it's bad. We held him out, but the big thing was just to see if there's swelling and what happens in the next day.
Carl, was it something with his wrist or his shoulder?
I think so, but I think he was fine.
And then Raylan was held out. He didn't see.
Raylan was held out because of an ankle, but he's going to be fine.
Tevin, when they started to, you know, go try the pass game, you know, when their run game obviously was not working, is there a little excitement that you get, you know, because I mean, you're a ball hawk out there, and you know, just loving picking off passes and stuff like that. It's more opportunity for you.
I think the biggest thing is just staying locked in, no matter what the offense comes out and do. I think overall we have to lock in and work on our pass game a little bit more. But I think no matter what they do, we just have to stay locked in.
Is there a different gear that you guys try to find defensively in the playoffs? Because all of a sudden there are no bad teams, especially now that only 8 are playing. So is it a chance for the defense to take it to another level?
I think so. We definitely get to showcase how good we are. As long as we execute the game plan that the coaches have installed the whole week, it's always good for us. So I think that that's really it. So.
Tevin, how does the defense maintain that focus even late in the game in the fourth quarter when you had some more separation and we're still flying around? Where does that intensity come from? How do y'all maintain that throughout the game even when the score gets a little lopsided?
We just pride ourselves on blowing our neck and playing when we're tired. That's the biggest thing. We go through conditioning and everything every week since the beginning of the season, and so the fourth quarter is what we play for, and that's what we love, and that's why we love this game, is playing in the fourth quarter and finishing games. So.
TJ, you mentioned about, you know, you and Carl being roommates. I mean, just go into a little detail. That's, you know, an obvious thing, helping the relationship off the field. But, you know, when have you seen it kind of, you know, reach its peak? Maybe earlier this season, or how'd that come to be?
I think after that first game, he struggled and he got benched. I told him, you can't get your head down. Like I said, if you get your head down, you start pouting, then coaches don't see that. And he doesn't like bad body language. And just after that, he came out the next week just fine, clicking on all cylinders, and I think right then.
You know, Coach has maintained offensively that you guys haven't hit your peak yet. What do you think you have to do in order to find that level?
Just have confidence in everybody that's out there. We have to believe in and play for each other. Everybody that's out there. And we're going to be really good.
Any more questions? Thank you, fellas.
Thanks a lot, guys.